this video, I'm going to take you through the customer groups add-on, which is a very, very powerful tool that you can apply to your website. What it does is it organizes your customers into groups and defines specific rules for those groups of people. So this is ideal for wholesale businesses. Say you're a wholesale business and you want a group of customers to see a different price to, say, regular retail customers. And as well, it's useful for retail owners who want to give loyal customers a discount, which separates them from their regular customers visiting their store. So there's a great few benefits of using the customer groups add-on. So you can change pricing, you can change certain permissions, payment options. So say you've got credit card options for one group of customers, and then you've only got direct deposit for another group of customers. And as I sort of said earlier, it sort of provides discounts and so forth. So let's jump straight into it, and I can sort of show you what the benefits of this add-on can do. So from the Neto dashboard, what I need you to do is I need you to navigate to the add-ons section. Okay, and under the categories, we want to go to customer management. And we want to install customer groups. Click install, press close, and we're done. So say we want to give one group of customers a normal regular price, and then we want to give another group of customers like a 10% discount, we'll say. So what we want to do is we want to go into our products. So go products, view products. Okay, go into SKU. And then what we want to do is we want to go down to pricing and tax. Now you can see here we've got different price groups. So we've got price A, price B, price C, price D, and so forth. So what this is by default, price A is what your regular customers see when they visit your web store. So say we want to have a different group of customers now. Say we want to have a wholesaler and we want to give them a special price. So what we'll do is we'll give them to group B. So say regular price is $10, and we'll say for our special wholesale customers, we want to give a price for $8 instead. As well, if you're doing promotions across your web store, you can then give different promotion prices to those same customers as well. So you can do that for quite a few. And if you need a few more, I'll show you how to add a few more groups in. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to save that. Okay, and that's done. So let's have a look. So say we don't like the name price A, price B. We want to actually call it something that we can recognize. So what we want to do is you want to go to Setup and Tools, All Settings and Tools. Okay, now we click on the Customers tab, and then click on Customer Groups. So within our price groups, this is where we can actually change the name of our groups from A, B, C, D, and we can actually give them something a bit more meaningful. So let's jump into price group A, okay, which is our default price group. So remember when I was saying before, when a customer jumps onto your website, automatically they're in price group A when they go to the checkout. Okay, so let's call ours retail customers. Okay. Here you've got a minimum spend, so this is the minimum spend that customers must make before checking out. Okay, if they don't make the minimum spend, they will not be able to check out. Currency code. Okay, sales category. This is just for reporting purposes, so if you want to fill that out, you can. And the sales requirement. So in here, this is basically to be eligible, they have to meet this quota. Okay, so we'll just keep that at 0 for now. So press save and close. Okay, and we want to call price group B now. We're going to call that our wholesale customers. Doesn't really matter what the code is. So when you're creating a new one, you can just call it HIJK. Doesn't really matter. Okay, and then we're not going to set any rules here. So we just go save and close. Okay, now this is pretty good as well. If you're running, say, eBay, and you want your eBay prices to be different from your web store prices. So what you can do is you can actually create another one in here. We'll just call it eBay. Okay, so that way when we're actually setting up our eBay store, we can actually have a price group dedicated to that. So when all your listings go to eBay, you can only use price group C to do that. Which makes it just nice and easy to manage. Okay, so say we get a customer who signs up as a retail customer, and we think they're doing a pretty good job, and all of a sudden we want to turn them into a wholesale customer. They've just started a business. So let's go into customers. Go to view customer. Okay, what we want to do is we want to click on the customer and scroll down to user group. And we can sit here and see that retail customers, our default group, was selected. And now we can change them to a wholesale customer. Click save. Now, once you've done this, every time that this customer logs in to your website, they will now get everything in price group B, or in wholesale customers group. Okay, the same thing when you're creating an order from the control panel and you add this customer. When you're actually creating an order, it'll actually use the price group B. Okay. Earlier I mentioned you can actually restrict some of the payment methods that you use depending on which price group the customer is in. So I'll show you how to do that just quickly. So what you want to do is you want to go to Setup and Tools and go to Payment Methods. And then on a particular payment method you wish to change, press the Configure button. In the user group section, you can set the visibility for each group. So the wholesale customers and retail customers. So we can say we only want this payment method visible to our wholesale customers. So when they check out, they'll only see this option. So you can do that across all of your payment methods if you need to. So that's pretty much it for today, and that's just the basic overview of the customer groups add-on tool. What you can do as well, if you want to bulk upload your prices for your products, say for price group B and C, you can actually use that using the product import tool. What I suggest you do is you have a look at our support documentation on how to do that. And the same thing goes for your customers as well. You can also import that data if you don't want to do it one by one. So if you have any problems with that, contact the Neto support team, or as mentioned earlier, have a look at our support documentation, as this sort of thing will be covered in there. Thanks for watching.